What are you thinking? You just changed his name. You can't change his name. It's Kybo. Everyone knows. Yeah. How come when The Force Awakens came out, people weren't saying, what's this? They stole this guy from Droids.
Everybody should have just been taking to the streets and protest.
I did. You're the only one in the streets. Welcome to the show, Star Wars Total Rewatch. Once again, still going on Droids. Yeah, I know. Episode 8, The Revenge of Kybo Ren. Yeah. What a glorious revenge was had. Kybo Ren strikes back.
Yes.
So I should say this maybe at the beginning. If our audio quality sounds a little off this time, we're kind of recording on location, not at home. We're traveling. To bring you the most accurate, up-to-date news on Tamuzan, we're on location here. The signal's not getting through as well here. We're using subpar equipment right now. Audio quality might suffer for the sake of professional journalism.
Well, personally, I know that our podcast is known for having super high-quality audio. So.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Right, now we mostly know what we're doing, but we still need good equipment to do it with, which we do not have today. But that's okay. We are willing to do it anyway for the sake of our listeners. For the sake of just getting through these Droids shows. Yeah, that too.
All right, so in this one we learned that King Jupa is not the king of the entire planet, just, I guess, of a certain part of the planet.
I don't know. Or there's different regions that don't owe their allegiance to him, apparently.
Apparently some of the people thought that it maybe we shouldn't have the king be decided by whoever sticks the pointy stick into the container at the sunrise.
Right. And I can't imagine why anyone would have a problem with that. Oh, no. But apparently, at least Chief, what's his name, does. What's his name?
The barbarian dude.
He's what? He's a barbarian, right? Yeah.
He's not really a barbarian, but
that's what they call him. Well, I do not remember his name, but he is questioning Monchulpa's right to be the king. And he has a daughter, though, who is totally in love with Monchulpa. So, serious love eyes. Romeo and Juliet situation. Yeah, sort of. She's the daughter of the barbarian king.
Yeah, the barbarian king brought his kids to this, like, super high-level diplomatic situation. He just brought his kids who brought their cat.
And their cat. There doesn't seem to be too many people around. Yeah, right. In one of these earlier episodes, we saw kind of a lot of this planet, it felt like. Or at least their whole city. This feels like their city is just a room. Like, you don't really see anything else.
Well, they blew all their animation budget on the last episode, apparently.
I guess, yeah. The daughter's name is...
Jaren.
How it's pronounced. Oh, yeah, and her father is Lord Toda.
Lord Toda.
So, Jaren with a G, because it's Jaren, and then there's Jan and Jessica.
It's very spacey and hip.
I guess so. I mean, she looks like a hippie.
In this episode, the droids totally screw things up.
3PO is just not having a good day. Well, he's unlucky, as he keeps saying. He thinks his he was produced under manufactured under the wrong star sign. Under a bad sign. Yeah.
I don't know why though, but R2-D2 also just, like, for no reason just goes flying down a hallway and throws their cake out the window that they're supposed to deliver.
Yeah, they're like the servers for this summit, for the banquet, and R2 is just, like, zipping around with this table full of food, and throws it out a window. I don't know why. Well, throws it out a window, but on top of a spy. Head for
True, Kybo Ren's first mate.
And at first I was thinking that maybe it was like the Vizier was sending spies. You know, maybe he had a following still. But apparently no.
he's gone forever, and it's Kybo is the villain now.
That's right.
Yeah, so Kybo Ren's spy is trying to rescue him from jail. So they get out and they end up like kidnapping the princess because
Because of C-3PO.
well, I don't know, not really.
He stumbles in, and then the henchman guy throws him at the princess.
It was Kybo who throws it.
Yeah, that's right. She just flips the henchman over her head. That's right. She's got some moves. Like, she was not backing down from this fight.
No, she was pretty good.
Yeah. But Kybo's got this stunner, kind of like the thing that Jess used in that bar fight several episodes ago, as you all recall.
There's a great callback, yeah.
But Kybo basically stuns everybody.
And then C-3PO just is like, whoa, and screws everything up.
Yeah, C-3PO just gets in the way.
I mean, he's not really programmed for combat.
He's no battle legionnaire.
Well, he had that martial arts that he was fluent in, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Also, he locked Jan inside the cockpit of an A-Wing, so he couldn't do anything.
And R2.
Yeah, and R2.
R2 is in the back seat.
Yeah. Well, they just got, like, stuck in there.
Yeah, but
He told me to
doesn't know how
stay
to
in
do
this
anything.
cockpit, so that's what I'm gonna do.
We should say that Kybo managed to escape with the daughter, taking her hostage, but he left his first mate who saved him. He left him there.
did they capture more than his one spy?
Apparently, they still had his whole army, pretty much, or his whole pirate crew.
That's
Do they? You don't really... Oh, you see them at the end for, like,
Yeah.
a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so there's a pretty fun... I thought it was a fun scene. I liked it. Where 3PO is basically just trying to intimidate this guy, the spy, into telling them where the princess is being kept. So he runs in and he's acting all scared, like,
He's coming.
he's coming, save me, this is the most feared.
He says he's going to interrogate you, and I don't want to see it. He's like,
Yeah.
you just got to give in right now.
And then R2 comes in with all kinds of gadgets sticking out of him, and
A mad droid is not to be trifled with. We saw
Yeah.
the panic that it creates in, an airport.
no, and to be fair, if I saw a droid come in a room like that, I would be scared.
It reminds me of that interrogation droid that comes in when they're interrogating Princess Leia.
You mean Dr. Ball?
He's Dr. Ball, yes.
Good day, sir. I said good day. So, except for he was a little more focused. R2's just got, like, everything sticking out.
Color sticking out of his head.
Right. Some of these I don't even know what you would do with them, but
No. Confetti balloon blower upper that he has?
Yeah, some big balloon starts blowing up. Anyway, the guy tells him where they took the princess, and then the balloon explodes into confetti.
yeah, and they instantly drop the act and are just like, okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah. Gotcha. And then R2 peeks his head back through the door after they leave and gives a little wink or something. Or his eye just kind of pops
Oh,
out.
yeah, I totally missed that.
I assume that's maybe a droid wink. I don't know.
So Kybo escapes, kidnaps the princess, and then he's asking to trade the princess for his men that they captured.
Kybo Ren's ship is called the Dianoga.
That's right.
Tentacle thing and trash compactor.
Which, lest we forget, was force sensitive.
Right.
Right. Yes, and has a name and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
So the planet they take her to is Bogdan, which is named as such because it is a bog planet.
It's Dagobah Part 2.
And the moons of Bogdan are called Bog 2, Bog 3, Bog 4, and the Bog Moon of Bogdan.
Man, it's like a real planet too, Bogdan. There's a whole lot more to it.
I was gonna say, I've heard that name before, Bogdan. Do they go there in, like, Clone Wars or something?
It's mentioned in Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
Yeah, this planet was mentioned in episode 2.
Oh.
It just says Jango was recruited by Count Dooku.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what he said. Or said Lord Tyrannus.
Bogdan.
On Bogdan, apparently. In the bog.
I remember that.
But yeah, it's just a bog planet, and there's, like, out-of-control plants everywhere.
Yeah, they seem to be alive, these tendrils and things.
Yeah.
and Kybo's got all these other monsters, like, I guess guarding the princess, but they're just kind of wild animals. The only reason he's safe is because he has like a force field thing. And so, of course, as soon as that comes down later, those things are chasing him too.
Yeah, it's kind of a wild planet. He's not really in control here. It feels like he just found this base and uses it as like a stronghold.
Yeah, a hideaway, pretty much.
Yeah, because this place is like totally ruined. This episode is a little bit creepy. I liked it. I like the vibe.
It's kind of creepy, like wolf things. I forget what they were
I
called.
mentioned it, what they say.
Mm.
Sungwas.
Sungwas, yes.
Yeah, look at these things.
They don't have pupils.
Right, that's what makes them scary.
Yeah.
And this is the only place they ever show up.
Like so many things in Droids. But it's fun to find the things that do appear again later.
Some things were repurposed for prequels and sequels.
Like that blarg that's in The Mandalorian.
Right.
It's awesome.
I hope they call it a blarg in The Mandalorian. I'd like to hear
Call
that.
it by name.
You can take my blarg. I'll meet you over there.
How far is it? It's about 2 days' journey by blarg.
As the blarg flies. Or crawls.
So the daughter manages to escape her cell.
Yep.
Kybo Ren says she's a bold one when he's watching her on the screen escaping. Just like Obi-Wan is a bold one. A lot of bold ones in Star Wars.
So Jess and Jan and R2-D2 and C-3PO go on a rescue mission to try to save the daughter, which doesn't go super well, I guess. I guess it kind of works. Jess and R2 get captured because they run into a force field and then get stuck in the vines.
Well, it wouldn't be an episode of Droids if nobody got captured.
True. So then Kybo renegotiates his her release since they sent in people to rescue her. He now demands King Jolpa himself.
And the Barbarian King is more than happy to hand over Jolpa
Yeah.
because he blames him for the daughter's capture.
Yeah. And the king's son gets all upset too.
Oh yeah, that little kid.
That's right. The star of the show, really.
So they agreed to send the king over with Kybo's ship. They're going to bring it all to Bogdan. So Kybo goes out. He puts on his ghost-busting vacuum pack. Whatever it's called.
Proton pack.
Oh, yes, Proton Pack.
It is possible that they designed it based on Ghostbusters. It sure looks like it.
The Wikipedia article doesn't even quite know what it is, but it says Ren then picks up what might be a beam tube.
Beam tube. That is how I would describe it, yeah. It is a tube that shoots beams at things.
If I was going to compare it to anything, I would compare it to a beam tube because everyone knows what that is.
You mean a laser shoot?
It's just a very, very primitive version of a blaster. As in, the laser blast isn't that powerful, doesn't go very far, and it has to be powered by a big, bulky backpack.
Interesting. It could kind of work like it's old technology that was like left here or something.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell in Star Wars when a technology is from because everything is high tech. It's not like we see in like these sequel movies like higher tech stuff than they had in the prequels.
Yeah.
In like Knights of the Republic, they have vibro blades, which is like a precursor to the lightsaber. It's just like an actual blade, physical blade, but then it has like an edge to it that's electrified.
Yeah, it vibrates so fast that it can just cut right through molecules.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What? So it's like an electric knife?
Pretty much, yeah. But man, you know, the Gamorrean guards, their axes are vibro axes.
Well, cool.
And they're pretty beast.
Yeah, so I could imagine that as being something before lightsabers were conceived of, as far as old technology goes.
Although lightsabers are considered old technology.
Well, yeah, but not as old,
Oh, sure.
right? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's really hard to judge exactly the timeline of developing these things.
Anyway, Kybo Ren gets chased by stuff, but then...
But they arrive with his ship, and the king is with them. And it looks like, oh no, Kybo has won. He's got his whole crew back.
But suddenly the door opens, and the other chieftain did not really turn the king over. He came along hidden with his crew, with his soldiers.
It's a Trojan horse situation.
It's a
Yep.
It's a trap.
to take out the pirates once and for all.
Pretty great. And then they all storm off, and there's this huge, giant laser battle.
Lasers are firing. It's a big firefight. The king is blocking blaster shots with his scepter.
Yeah, Jolpa's
Pretty
just
boss.
going
The
to
princess
town.
is just throwing people everywhere.
R2 melts a guy with some sort of acidic cloud.
Things escalated quickly, you might say.
I'm pretty sure he just sprayed foam on him.
Maybe.
There was nothing left. Nothing remained.
So then just as Kybo Ren is about to escape, C-3PO uses his amazing luck to trip him, I guess.
His bad luck, rubs off on Kybo.
3PO actually shows some courage in this episode.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's willing to risk life and limb to save his friends, which is good. I like seeing the main characters, the droids, kind of actually do something, sort of make a conscious choice in the story to like try to do something. A lot of times it seems like
along for the ride.
Yeah, things just happen
Or
to
they
them.
get in the way. But yeah, he distracts a bunch of those dogs and ends up getting his limbs shoot off.
And then he trips Kybo Ren, so good job, 3PO.
Jan carries him around for a while on his back, like Chewbacca does in Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3PO learns that the best kind of luck is having good friends.
Yeah.
And that's like the moral of the story, I guess.
Good life lesson.
Yeah. It's not about being lucky, it's who you have around you.
There was a point where R2 just like did a little bleep bloop, and Jan said something like, "Oh, it was here."
No time for that now. Let's follow Kybo out of here.
There's no time for that.
We don't have time for that right now. Like what? We don't know what they don't have time for. We didn't understand what R2 said. So
We wanted another celebratory confetti balloon.
that's probably
All right, well.
But that's all we got for you guys today, unless anybody else has any other comments.
Anyone else? Anyone? Anyone out there?
Well, I give it a solid out of yeah. So
I like your ratings.
Accurate.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in once again, everybody. And the next one is called
Kobe and the Star Hunters.
And the Star Hunters. Sounds like a band.
Kobe and the Star Hunters.
Yeah. Hey, Cody, that's almost like your name.
oh my goodness, everything is from the Droid cartoon.
Even you are from.
They just like to replace letters with B's.
Kybo, Kobe.
Star Warbs.
Star Warbs. I thought it was the end of the arc, actually, but apparently there's one more. So we'll see what happens in that one. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, and we'll have Kobe and the Star Hunters play us out. All right, guys, thanks for listening.
Trouble again.